3. Let's go.
Welcome to the Balcony AUX Chord podcast.
Let's go. Balcony AUX Chord.
Balcony AUX Chord.
Welcome back to the Balcony AUX Chord podcast. You're back again with me, Mark, and Findi, and you're back again in the music circle. And what the podcast is that we use music as a launching point for further discussion. And this kind of originated from my balcony, and we used to talk about life and all that stuff on my balcony there. So we just talk shit now, and we just whatever goes, man. Whatever we're feeling this week. Findy's drinking some Coke.
Can I please have
some cock? Can I please have some cock? How are you doing, Findi? Oh, okay. I'm good. I just submitted my thesis, my dissertation. So that's one thing out of the way. I have one more exam left to go, and I'm done with my master's degree. But I can breathe a little now, so it feels a lot better.
So you can breathe a little now.
I'm a little tired. I look tired right now, but
Yeah. Because usually when we do the podcast is Mark, it would be like 11 or 12 in Bangkok, and then it'd be morning time for me. But today we switched, so it's evening for me, and it's the morning for Mark, and I'm not used to seeing his wake up face.
Yeah. Well, it's not even morning anymore. It's like afternoon, but I'm just tired. I think I'm just residual tiredness.
Yeah. When's your exam?
The 3rd, so a few days.
So you
a week.
A week.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna be able to? It's enough time for you to.
I mean, hopefully, it's a lot of things to go through, but it is what it is. Just gotta do it. Man.
You've been doing school for a long time.
I'm so burnt out, man. Holy shit. I'm so done. I need to get money now. I need to earn money. I need to be paid for my stress now. But
you're literally paying to be stressed.
I know. How are you though? How are you? Same thing.
Same thing. Yeah, a lot busy now. My life is more busy, which is not busy, but because before it was so empty. Yeah. Now it feels a lot more busy because
that's good.
I got work I go work 4 days a week, and when I'm not working,
that's quite a lot.
That's quite a lot. And when I'm not working, I'm just trying to catch up with people, hang out with people. We reopened the province and stuff like that. So you can actually go see friends and stuff a little bit.
Right. That's great. That's great. That's good, man.
It's good.
That is okay. And that's it for the Balcony AUX Chord podcast. See you guys
next week. Oh, actually, we have a tradition on this one.
Thank you, Findi, for talking.
What are we talking about today?
So we're talking about so I was on BuzzFeed, as all great ideas originate from. And one of the ideas, the title of this article is called "Sorry if you feel exposed, but we know what generation you're a part of based on the foods you choose." And I was like, okay, that's interesting. In terms of, the article is not interesting, first of all. Let me get that clear. But what is interesting is the thought of what kind of artists or music or genre or whatever kind of defines you. And I threw this idea out to you, right? And you were like, okay, we can maybe talk about, what it's like growing older, being older now and trying to be in pop culture, but not trying to, but I don't know, this transition phase,
There was a... Wait, sorry. Were you waiting? Okay, sorry. No. There was, I think the signal is in my new house anyways. But, basically recently I've been feeling a little old, just looking at a bunch of different things within pop culture. Not born. Oh, I'm born too.
I've been growing old. It started from a lot of hair and then going back to hair now.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. No, I
don't know what I'm talking about.
It's just don't you just feel old sometimes, I do. It's just I was talking about this yesterday, I feel as if I've experienced a lot in life, but it happens.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? We're still relatively pretty young, So we don't know shit, like, honestly, at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but it feels like the time frame wise, like, we've experienced like a lot of life, and like, especially like when you go on your phone on Instagram and stuff like that, I feel like a lot of that, the media is not geared towards selling shit to us. I mean, it's not geared towards us anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
for sure. And like, especially like, I don't know about you, but like, I have a lot of people that is like in at least my social medias that are like a lot younger than I am. And they're always posting like shit. I'm like, what's happening? Like, what is this? What is this TikTok shit? Like, what is this?
Exactly.
like, why are you saying this in this way? Like, is this a trend? Like, I'm too old for this. Yeah. So I definitely feel it. And I do agree that, like, you know, right now, like, the market is not, I mean, it's not the market, the ecosystem is not marketed towards us. It's marketed towards like maybe like a couple years younger.
Yeah, like, obviously, like, some of it is, but like a lot of the stuff on TikTok, a lot of stuff like that, like, I feel like it's not for us anymore. Like, we're not like, I don't feel like the main character, you know, the main age range that all this shit is like trying to, like,
I know exactly what you mean.
On. Like,
right.
Like Vine was a thing for us. Like, Vine was made for kids our age, but I feel like TikTok and everything that goes on, all these trends and shit like that, like, we are like a bit too old for it. You know?
And I bet though that, like, the older kids back in the day, when they saw Vine, they were like, what the fuck is this shit, dude? Like, why 7 seconds? Like, this doesn't make sense, you know?
Because for them it was like MySpace and shit like that.
It's like, what is happening?
Yeah,
what
is
this?
It was like Tumblr and MySpace, and then we had Vine, and now we're just wondering the same thing about, like, these kids, and it just feels like it's kind of weird. It's a really weird feeling.
Yeah, like I don't know, like, kind of like when you look at music in particular too, right? Like, I don't know if it's just me not liking pop music in general, or just like how it's marketed. It just seems kind of like I feel like slowly transitioning out of understanding pop culture a little bit. Like, if that makes any sense, like I just don't understand it anymore. Like, I'm like, oh, why is this, like, hip hop artist famous? Like, I don't, like, seriously, like, I like Pop Smoke, like, what? Like, who? What?
Yeah, like you don't get, like, trap and stuff like that.
Like, I don't get it. Like, I mean, like, it's not terrible. Like, I don't think it's trash music in particular. I like, especially, but I mean, like, I just don't know about it. Like, I just like don't follow it. You know, like, I'm on Complex and everything, but I just don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, I don't know.
Do you think that that's a generational thing though, or do you think that that's like?
No, I think that's just like normal. Just like as you grow up, you kind of like lose interest in what's happening, and like you kind of like you become more introspective. You internalize things more. It's like everything's just like about like what you like. You know what you like. You know, at this point in life.
Okay, yeah, I think that's like
you know what you like, and like you're like, I don't give a shit what these kids think. Yeah,
you care about what you like, and not as opposed to like what you should like, or like what people around you like and stuff like that.
Yeah, because like, when you're growing up, right, especially in high school, this is a good analogy. Is that like in high school you want to project a particular character. You know, you want to present yourself, you perform into some role that you want to like, oh yeah, like I'm the cool hip hop boy or something, whatever, right? So I listen to whatever kind of kid, or whatever like, songs.
It's the idea of that, like you want it to be,
but now you're just like, now you just want to be you, like that like that is nonsense. Like me projecting is nonsense, like nonsense.
Just like whatever you like, kind of
like whatever you like, exactly, and you're just like,
I think honestly the thing is like a lot of it is about probably like, acceptance, right? It's just accepting like maybe that's like what the thing is about, just growing up and just like when you grow up you kind of just like accept more of whatever the fuck you are, because like before when you're a teen it was like about like insecurities, and not that like we're like completely like we're secure and like we're not anxious and stuff, like of course we are, but like the more you get older, the more you're just like, okay, I guess this is like kind of shit I like, and you accept that. Whereas before it was like, oh, like I need to be like this, I need to be like this. I need to fit in.
Right. You know what though? Like the one thing I've kept on like I believe though that our generation or like the generation that has grew up with computers and iPhones and all that, I really do believe that we will be in touch with what's happening, but we will not. We don't have to enjoy it, but we will know what's going on. And my reasoning
Just
behind that
because
is that
technology.
our brains are geared towards the new OS update. We're like what's next? We've grown up in a generation where like we're like so accustomed to things updating constantly. Things improve. Things constantly move. And I feel like, you know, compared to like maybe like people in their 30s who half their lives they didn't grow up with that, you know. So like I can see why it's like a detachment from like the what's next, what's going on next. Like for me, like I feel like because we have lived through that and we are living through that. Like I think even though whatever in pop culture is happening, like I think we'll know that it's happening, but we don't have to actually know what's happening, if you know what I mean. We'll know of it,
but we don't have to give a fuck kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that.
But like when you talk to older people, they just don't know what's happening, you know, like at all. Like they like completely like who?
Yeah. Like I feel like like maybe like without technology, maybe generational gaps are like bigger. Do you know what I mean? Like I was at work the other day, dude, and this guy came in. And like this, he was like old, like he was like a grandpa.
Customer or what?
Customer. This customer came in, like he was like a grandpa, and then we because of COVID and stuff like that, we don't accept cash.
Sure.
And he couldn't wrap his mind around a store not accepting cash. You know what I mean? Even like I'm sure he understands there's a pandemic, but he can't like wrap his mind around like if he has a $20 bill. A place is gonna refuse to serve him. Yeah, like he just does not get it. Yeah, you know. And I was just like, wow. Crazy. And he was just like, and then fine, like and then I think like he called like his like grandson or whatever.
Oh, that's cute.
And then it was really cute. And then we had to explain to him, and then he was asking for like different flavors. He just wanted 2 scoops, but we have like many options, like single 2 flavors. And he didn't understand that, and he was just like, "Wow, make it simple for the old guys." And then you guys, you're a really small demographic. Like, it doesn't make sense to just gear everything towards you. Like,
exactly. Damn, no, that's a great example. Yeah, because like we're so accustomed to this, you know, this environment, you know. It's constant change. Yeah, it's like I don't know, man. Like, cause when you talk to like older people, it's like they just don't understand it. They're just like they've been like, yeah, that's it. Like that's my time. Like I'm old now. I don't have to understand, you know. But like I mean, I think it also comes with the democratization of information in that way. Yes. If that makes any sense. Definitely. So it's like. I agree. So information is spread so quickly and also by everyone that like you're always in touch with some sort of information, right? Like, okay, like me and you don't give a fuck about makeup or anything, but we know that James Charles exists, correct? No. Wow, you don't know. Yes, exactly. See, like we don't give a shit about that, you know, but like we know, like shit like that, you know. But like I would imagine that like if
is fighting.
Exactly. Like
Floyd.
That's exactly my point. Like, even though we don't care, like it's still in our, it still passes us, you know. So I feel like we're getting old for sure, and I think our tastes are kind of like being consolidated, or like they're concreting, cementing. I don't know what the terminology is. Solidifying, maybe into what it is, and like it's not really accepting new things. But I think we are still receptive to what is happening. We're just not letting it in. If that makes any sense.
Your argument, and you're saying that that's because like we've grown up in an age where everything just moves so fast that we're constantly changing. Like a Clubhouse was the thing, right? Yeah. Now nobody's really on Clubhouse anymore.
No.
And that was within a few months, right? Like you know, like it was things just just come and go, like
change really quickly.
Fast. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's just an interesting thought to have. I don't know, but this kind of this kind of idea or topic came to mind because I was thinking of artists, right? Like, what artist defines our generation that is like capped? It's capped within our generation and does not lead on to other people.
3, 2, 1. We say it at the same time.
Oh wait, no. Wait. Okay, let's explore it a little bit first. Like in terms of like what years are we thinking of? Like in terms of like us.
I feel for me, my formative years were like high school, late high school.
Late high school.
Yes.
Wow.
So
that's like 2013, I would say. 2012.
Yeah, like 2012 to 2000, like like around like that time, like the early 2010s, like the first half of 2010s.
Damn, I can't even think of songs from that era.
Oh, come on, man. 3, 2, 1. If we say it, I bet we'll say the same person.
Shit. Okay, I have different people, but I'll just say it. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Drake. Oh no. No, because Drake was such a big thing throughout the decade. Like I thought that's what you meant.
Drake is as relevant now as he was in 2012.
True.
But Frank Ocean.
But so is Frank Ocean. No, so is Frank Ocean. What are you talking about?
Man. No.
No.
You know why?
Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean
because
was the most relevant during Blonde, bro. Like he's the most relevant during Blonde. Then he
exactly. But if you go to like high schools, I don't think they're listening to Frank Ocean anymore. I think I think only kids who like in 2016 were either in college or late high school. So the kids who are graduating university now, I think probably like a lot of people who listen to Frank Ocean, the youngest listeners are probably like 19 right now. Like 19, and I think younger kids, I don't think it's as popular as it was for our generation. Right. Like
wait,
like
let
everyone,
me right.
Okay, right.
Go for it.
Everyone our age, like if you ask, they will know who Frank Ocean is.
I hope so, at least. Yeah. but like, okay, the thing I'd say about Drake is that Drake, I'm gonna clarify, soft Drake is our generation.
Okay, yeah.
Not future Drake, you know? Yeah, no, like not. I think current Drake is not the Drake that we grew up on, you know? Drake that we grew up on was like the melody singing soft boy.
Yeah, light skin, like R&B.
Light skin, yeah, exactly. So like I was thinking about back in high school and like leading up, you know, to uni, like that. Those were kind of the songs that I heard, but also like I imagine like groups like the Black Eyed Peas are like slight transition between ours and the one before us a little bit. Like that's the transitional generational sound is the Black Eyed Peas, and then ours is more hip hop R&B driven, I suppose. And now it's trap, or like what's the one immediately after ours? What that you would say?
Trap, honestly, and we're still in that.
Are you sure? I feel like there's something before that. No. How about the Fetty Wap boy?
I feel
is that
like
trap? Is that considered trap?
I don't think. I do agree that trap started with the that song on Pablo, Life of Pablo.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and then that kicked off like this whole thing of this just like that kind of music, like first and second year.
Interesting.
I don't know. Like I was talking to my friend the other day, and he was like, second year was like trap, like the golden age of trap or something he called.
Interesting.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't say that trap music came from that, but I think like maybe like Kanye West made it more mainstream. That's the word.
Yeah, maybe.
If that makes sense, because like trap music comes from trap house, like literally like a house where they did like I think like cocaine and shit. Like I think that's the definition of what a trap house is. Is that like it's like you like do a lot of drugs and stuff. I think that I mean I might be wrong, but like it's music that's based on that energy. I suppose I don't know, but I don't think it's just based on Pablo, but. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah, but like for at least it coming into like our consciousness, like probably like around around like first year, like like end of first year or second year. Yeah. So, but I still think like trap is the main thing now. Like if you were to go to like a high school right now and like consolidate everyone's fucking Spotify, probably the most popular genre would be that. And for us back in the day when we were in high school, like Drake, like you said, 100%, like soft boy, like rap,
right?
R&B rap.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was just thinking about like the timeless factor to it, because like Frank Ocean, you're right, it's a very generational thing, but also it's quite timeless. Like I can imagine.
I don't know about that.
No, I think so. I think
it's
Channel
timeless
Orange.
for you and me.
Channel Orange can be introduced to a younger generation and they would like it. I honestly feel that, right? But like if you introduce Black Eyed Peas like My Humps or some shit, they wouldn't like it. You get me?
Okay.
And like Drake kind of on the fence on that one. Kind of on the fence. Yeah. Like Take Care album probably will be taken up nicely, but the ones before that, maybe not. Like the find your love, find
that Take Care album. Your Take Care album.
Yeah. Take Care album was, I think, is timeless in its way that like if you introduce it to a younger audience, they would appreciate it.
It would still like it.
Right? It sounds kind of like Views a little bit, kind of. It has like a very Views element. But but the ones before that, the older soft boy shit, I don't think they're gonna like that, So I think Drake is kind of on the fence with that one, like in terms of like how timeless his sound is. But like there's people who I think back in our high school days and I'm just like, wow, like that's like a generational capsule of like time capsule, It was like Kesha, Let me just throw some
Kesha will not work today.
Yeah, I know, right? Jason Derulo, LMFAO, arguably Usher.
Arguably Lady Gaga.
Ooh, that's tough, bro. I mean, she's still relevant, kind of.
No, Lady Gaga released that new thing and barely anybody listened to it.
Oh, really? I don't know. I don't really listen to it.
Like barely anybody listened to it.
Okay. So yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess that does like it's very generational.
Like the days of like
Tayo Cruz.
Tayo
Cruz.
No.
Dynamite.
Yeah. Who else? I don't know.
There's a lot, man. Like thinking back, like our generation had like, to be honest, it wasn't good music. It's not very timeless. Like all the music was just very just like
it wasn't
like it's like a very particular sound that is like
but who
I don't know
of that generation do you think
is timeless?
Yeah,
I mean, tough. Yeah, I mean that's basically asking me what do I listen to now that came out then.
Honestly, the weekend's earlier stuff.
Oh yes.
Like I think that still works. Like I recently listened to like House of Balloons. Like how I just got into The Weeknd like basically this year. Yeah, which I don't understand. You hated him all your life. Like, the new album is sick, and you're like the new album's trash, but go listen to his old stuff. So I went back to listen to his old stuff, and like House of Balloons.
Yeah.
That came out in like what 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
It felt so modern. Like if it were to be released today, I would listen to it. Like
right. It's really
as like
good.
An indie R&B thing. I would be like, oh, this is fucking sick.
Yeah. He kind of got his career kind of took off, in my opinion at least, from his feature on Drake's track, The Crew or something.
Yeah.
I'm in love with the crew. I'm in love with the crew. Yeah, the song on Take Care.
Yeah.
And no, I feel like I think that's kind of timeless, but like he was niche back then though. So it wasn't like a generational defining sound. Yeah, if you know what I mean. Like he only took off when like the I Can't
now
Feel My Face.
Generation.
Yeah. Now he is exactly.
Iconic. He's like
I don't know if it's gonna be timeless though. I honestly don't think it will. I don't think it will, but
Really?
it depends who you're talking to. I guess.
I honestly think that this album, like, what's this current album called?
I don't know, but the Lights one will be timeless.
Blinding Lights. I think Blinding Lights.
I think you know why though. You know why it's timeless, because they took a sound from the 70s, which was timeless. 80s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Which is like, I mean, you know, it's like a cheat code.
Here's
the
thing.
Bit, you know.
Here's the thing. I feel like. Do you think that, like, obviously, like, music and stuff, like, is always like developing, but do you think that, for example, things are good, like things that replicate sounds from like the 60s and 70s, it will always work. Like,
yes.
like Leave the Door Open is basically a 1970s like, well, like soul funk track,
right?
That it was it's just like been like, it's a contemporary like take on that.
Well,
but
I honestly think it will, but I think the caveat is that the market has to be into it in terms of like, okay, right now is retro,
it's still cool,
retro 70, cool. 80 is very cool right now.
Yeah,
right.
But think about it, like, you know, when Bruno Mars started doing like that, like Uptown Funk shit, it's the same thing. That was more than half a decade ago, and it's still sick now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And will it be sick like in like Bruno 30 Mars. Years? In 30 years, like Bruno Mars, another one. Bruno Mars, like generational. Yeah.
Oh, do you think so? I think he's a little timeless, a little bit. Like a little bit.
Like I listened to Grenade
on the fence,
song, but like I hated Grenade and stuff like that. But like the other songs on that album, like something Jukebox or something, was so good. Like there's just ballads, like R&B ballads and shit. It's kind of nice.
He's on the fence. Like all the pop ones, like Just the Way You Are, I think those are generational, so it'll be stuck to our generation. I don't think it'll pass on. But I think there's other songs that are really Uptown Funk's one of them. I think, what other songs? The ones in the Unorthodox Jukebox, I think. One of those. Right, yeah. One of those for sure. Yeah. They're good. Are you okay, Findi? Can you hear me?
No, you're moving. I just wanted to listen.
Okay.
I got these are like I got these noise canceling ones, so I can't hear anything outside. And I was wondering if I was like talking too loud or something.
I get you. I have a question though. Like right now, the music that we see in mainstream culture right now, which ones do you think will be generational? Like most of them will be generational, but who do you think will be like timeless within this current ecosystem?
I honestly think The Weeknd will forever remain. I think his shit is like, I think it will still be sick like 10 years, 15 years from now. Honestly, I think Drake will keep like updating.
Keep being relevant.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like he like, I don't know if he is keeping relevant, because I feel like he kind of sets the trend a little bit.
Right.
Like I feel like Drake is very like influential. Like, doesn't he have like a record amount of fucking like songs on like the Billboard?
Yeah, dude, he's like literally the artist of the decade.
he's the GOAT. Yeah, exactly. Like every year, I think Drake will still have a fucking hit.
Yeah, somehow. but like, okay, like, yes, but also
it's been like that for a decade. Like, it's kind of
but like, I don't know. I feel like it's influence though, right? Is it like, will you hear his music in like 10 years?
I think so.
Like which ones? Like, obviously there is, but like which one? Like there's particular songs, right? It's not like every song right now.
No. What I'm talking about is like he will keep making songs that will be
relevant.
People will be,
because
people will be listening to in the club.
True. I agree with that statement. Yeah. Because I think to me, like he's really good at understanding the market. But also he's good at manipulating the market too.
Yeah,
he definitely shapes it. So like I think people who have that level of clout like Beyonce. Beyonce, no matter what, right? No matter what, people will quote unquote like it, even if it was shit. And all of her shit has been shit for the past like 3 projects. Okay, I'm gonna put it out. I don't give a shit. This is I always say this. Like her shit has been bad for a while. Okay, but because of her clout and because of her impact on the ecosystem, on the environment, like she can do what the fuck she wants, and people will still like it.
It's the culture that surrounds her is so like
what the fuck,
it's so like. I don't know. It's kind of feels like a herd like mentality a little bit.
Right.
Like,
right. No, it definitely is herd mentality, right?
But, like nobody hates Beyonce.
Right.
But like if you look at artists like Nicki Minaj and stuff, like some people don't like her.
So
if her shit's good, it means like like people actually respect it. But Beyonce is like nobody can say anything bad about Beyonce.
Yeah. I mean, okay. What comes to mind when I think about generational sounds or something is that like K-pop is kind of like that, because K-pop is so like manufactured in a way that is like like, yo, let's hit a trend, let's hit a market, get the most money, let them retire, make a new band. Like that's kind of like the process, the life cycle of how things are.
True, bro.
I think G by Girls' Generation is one of those songs which is like super like impactful on that moment in time.
Yeah,
but
for our generation
doesn't pull.
It doesn't pull. Right. It's very different.
Right. So I'm just curious, like, what are gonna be like the long term effects of the BTS's, the whatever, the Blackpinks right now? Because like, is that generational or is that timeless? I mean, I like, people know I'm not a fan of K-pop in general, just because like of the industry behind it. But at least to me, the music that I've listened to from both groups that I just mentioned, not timeless. They're all gonna disappear in the ether.
No. I think it's like obviously that is true, but I think a lot of it is also how how like the structure of K-pop is set up, like it's set up to be disposable.
Which is really bad, don't you think?
It's kind of bad. I feel like a lot of us K-pop fans like don't like to think about it or talk about it. But like in like when Blackpink members become like 35-year-old women, when they become like older, or middle aged, nobody's gonna fucking give a shit about them. That's kind of fucked, man. Like the market, like we only give shit about them when they're like young and pretty and like they can dance and do all these like crazy dance moves and shit like that. But once they're like old, they just retire, and then what do? They act, or they try to stay relevant, I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, I think that's just the truth about it, and I think that's one of the things that like like a lot of fans or K-pop stans, whatever you want to call it, like they kind of dismiss a little bit, is that disposable culture that is like it's like you're making art disposable, like you're making entertainment disposable. Doesn't that reduce the value of it a little bit? Like I don't know, like to me it's just like, wow, like I get why you're doing it. It's like money, and it's also entertaining. Like, first of all, I give all the credit to the performers. Like, they're entertaining people. It's just like it's entertaining in a blip. It's like a blip of like
it's
disposable.
It's
disposable. It's gone. It's here and it's gone.
Use plastic cups. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally.
It's not like it's great. Like a reusable mug that you could just use.
Great function. Yeah.
But
the function is perfect.
After you. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like I don't think that any of that is gonna be timeless. I know there's examples of like, I don't know, like Big Bang has some timeless tracks in my opinion, like Haru Haru and stuff like that. But like other than that, I don't really think that there's much to kind of discuss from like how timeless or like generational that is,
That's sad. That's really sad.
It really is. Like if you think about it, like
like the band that like I love so much, like Blackpink, like it's kind of hard to like imagine like even in like 5 years, like are they still gonna be like as impactful? Are they people still like kids still gonna give a fuck about them and shit like that? Like
Yeah.
Like Rose,
Probably not.
Lisa, like
Probably
these
not.
girls, like
Yeah.
they're like people from after our generation, for example, like they might not give a fuck. Like it's kind of
right. I'm like pretty sure that like in some Korean production board meeting order, they probably have a lifespan of a particular group on the board or something, and they'll be like, okay,
it's like
we're in phase 3. We're in phase 3 right now, and then we have to hit these goals before we can go to phase 4, and then phase 5 we phase them out into a
solo
movie
artist,
kind of role.
like,
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, for sure. I bet like in some boardroom they have that kind of talk, and that makes me a little sick. It makes me like a little bit. I mean, let me be optimistic. Like, I hope that doesn't happen. But I mean, I feel like the reality of it is that yes, it does.
That kind of sucks, dude. Oh, I don't like
because people think of it as a business model, right? It's like a business model, literally. When you think of a startup, right, you have to be like, okay, first 2 years we have to get everything on the ground, like running, and then like first 4 or 5 years, no profit or whatever. So it's like, then the profit comes,
and then we gotta do this promotion, we gotta debut, we gotta write the first hit song. Like this song's gonna be at least top 5 chart for like however many weeks. And then we can move on to another phase where we release the second album. We start selling merch. We like,
right. But let me get this clear. I'm not under the illusion that white people or Western industries don't do that too. I'm pretty sure that like they have the same thing for Western industries as well. It's just what's fucked up about the Korean one in particular is that they manufacture these kids into it. Yeah, no one's hiding it too. But also like they're trading these kids into these phases. and then once the phases are done, they drop these kids off. They're like, fuck it. Like, bye. Like, do your thing, like that's the one thing which I'm not okay with, It's like, I mean, like Ariana Grande or whatever is famous right now. I'm pretty sure they got to the position. Right. I think that too.
They also
but
have to say in what's happening and stuff.
Yeah, but like they got famous from their own path, But like the K-pop scene is that you get famous from a path that they are providing you. Do you get me? It's like a path that you carve out yourself versus a path that they carve out for you.
Exactly.
That's the problem for me.
Yeah. Like literally you just go in and as a kid you become a trainee and you are an employee of that media, like that media/production company for your entire career until you retire. Like they basically decide everything for you. And it's like, you're an employee, like, like you're not an artist, you're an employee. Basically,
which sucks because these people are artists.
Exactly. You're producing art, but as an employee, not as an artist. You know what I mean? Kind of weird.
Sad. It's real sad. But yeah, just to go back to the original conversation, I don't think they're gonna be timeless. Like I think it's just like designed in a way that it's not timeless. I think it'll be timeless for people who love it. Like I love Big Bang in the Day. That's maybe a reason why I think one of their songs or two of their songs is like timeless. But like, I think it'll be dependent on the people who listen to it.
It'll just be like one of those like obscure things that like cool kids like in the future.
Yeah.
Like for us, like what the fuck were we talking about? Like, like even Frank Ocean, I don't think will be timeless. Honestly. Like I
probably not.
Think like
I think he's too niche.
He's too niche. Like no, just the way he like markets himself too is too like niche. Like he doesn't. Although he is famous, although he is like everybody knows him, like he does not market himself in a way where it's possible to like try to go beyond our generation, basically. Right. Like 20, 30 years from now, the kids listening to Frank Ocean will be like those like pretentious kids like us. Pretentious kids who are like into like old music, shit like that.
Right. Like the thing is, right? Like when I think of timeless music, I think of songs that were made 30, 40 years ago, but like people still choose to play them in movies and stuff like that, you know?
Yes.
You know how like
Yes.
Galaxy what was that here fuck, what's it called? Guardians of the Galaxy. They had the whole like mixtape shit, right?
Mhm.
And then like it immediately brought those songs back into the
And it still works.
it still works.
Yeah.
But like there's songs which are like, you know, that are in every kind of like family movie. You know, those like Diana Rosses and like, you know, I'm coming out.
Yeah. Let's take
stuff like that,
example.
you know.
Easy example, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson always like, yeah, like I want you back. No, baby, give me one chance.
How about this? How about this? I'm gonna throw out a statement and I'll see if you agree. Maybe the things that are timeless, or the things that like we consider as like as it's gonna work forever, are the artists or the types of music that have a really big impact on the music scene. For example, King of Pop, Michael Jackson, King of Pop, he redefined the genre, and every artist after him sort of like looks back at him for inspiration. And that's why his shit is like that kind of music, or whatever the particular thing about it. It gets repeated over and over again, and it echoes like throughout time, basically. You know what I mean? Like artists that are so influential that their shit is just like copied over and over again.
Yeah,
they become timeless.
I definitely. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I think one of those artists is Kanye West in this generation.
Pharrell,
low key, because he's been behind the scenes
from the producing side.
Yes, Pharrell. Drake probably, in the way that he first did the soft boy melody shit in rap. Like I think he's been influential that way. I mean, Frank already did his thing with ballads. I don't think it'll change anything. Like he's significant now. I don't think he's significant in the long run.
He's not. Yeah, he's not marketing himself to last. You know?
Yeah,
he's marketing himself as like a mythical fucking unicorn figure, appears every once in a few years.
Right. I mean, I don't know much about her, but like Billie Eilish, I would imagine is also one of those people, which is like has impacted the way that like people sing. I don't know about you, but I hear I like a lot of like younger people that I follow, like younger friends that I have on Instagram and stuff like that. They post like covers and stuff like that, and they all sound like Billie Eilish. Eyelash. Yeah, no, they all sound like her, because I don't know why, but like maybe that's just like a thing that people kind of attain to. Like maybe like she's made an impact enough that like it's like people want to kind of sound like that.
Definitely.
But I don't know enough about her to really say much, to be honest with you. But like I don't know. Like I feel like everyone has an impact that way, but like I don't think they've changed the scene as much. Like people who have changed it are the people that I've mentioned before that. And maybe arguably Bruno as well. But Bruno just plays on nostalgic sounds, I think.
Bruno plays on nostalgic, but he introduces some like a contempt.
New
elements.
elements.
I think a lot of people actually copy Bruno Mars. Like
I honestly think so too.
Anderson .Paak. I think honestly Anderson .Paak modeled a little bit of his appeal off of Bruno's appeal. Because I think how Anderson .Paak got big was that he was opening for Bruno Mars on one of his tours. That's how everybody heard about Anderson .Paak, at least.
Right.
Because it's the same. Like he's bringing in funk and soul from like 90s hip hop or like 70s like soul and shit like that. And Motown and shit. And he's bringing that all into like the contemporary like shit that we have going on, and that's the same thing in Bruno Mars. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like it's just those people. I don't even think that Beyonce is one of those people that has impacted the sound of it.
Not really.
I think she's impacted the culture surrounding everything else. Like she's definitely raised, the feminist agenda, the black agenda, the so on. Like I think she's done that. Great. It's super good. But like I don't think she's changed the sound of music. Sonically. Like sonically, Kanye and Pharrell probably the biggest ones in the current sound right now.
And there are probably some like other behind the scenes like big producers that,
for sure that we don't know about, that we're just too dumb.
We don't know, or we're not knowledgeable enough to like know. But like
for sure.
Like speaking to like Matt and those guys, and he was just like, oh, like a big influencer, at least like for hip hop within like the
Jay
producing game is like Jay Dilla, like those guys.
Yeah,
like Jay Dilla, Nujabes, like Madlib, like. That's what Matt was saying. Like, maybe,
for sure.
I don't think we know enough to like talk like this.
No, but I think yes, they've changed it sonically too, but like I think they lack the side that Beyonce had, which is the cultural side, right? Like they don't have the cultural impact to like push the agenda.
The cloud.
They the cloud, exactly. So it's like even if one of those producers helped out Kanye or Pharrell with something, whatever, who took credit is like the person who pushed it, the person who actually like,
the person whose face is on the album cover.
Yeah.
That's
so
the
it's
one
like
who's culturally gonna have like an impact.
Significance, exactly. Because like, okay, as much as people hate on Kanye, right? You have to agree that Kanye is like one of those. Like, yeah, but like sonically, like revolutionized the game. Like, if you think about his progression, right? He has songs like Stronger, Heartless, 808, like all that shit. And then the old school soul tracks too, where he would sample soul music and make it into like something new, right? Touch the Sky. And then he changed into dark, twisted fantasy. He did a whole like introspective version of him. And then it like sonically keeps on changing, and like recently it's been pretty trash.
And the fact that he's like, not recently, he's just making music about like Jesus and stuff. Like I'm sure.
Oh no, not that one. Sorry, I was thinking more so the one that he did in Wyoming.
The collabs and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yay, was it called? Yay was not good, but yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. Kanye is just one of those people, man. You just gotta give him his props.
Yeah, I hope this divorce is gonna lead to like a little better music and stuff like that. Yeah,
hope so too. Yeah. I don't know, man. I do feel old though, because everyone is older now.
Oh damn.
You can't just sleep, bro. You're on a podcast. You can't just lie down. But anyhow, it's all good. I think we're hitting time anyways, but kind of. But yeah, on this podcast we have a tradition of sharing some music with you guys. Because, technically you're in this music circle and we're listening to music and we're talking about music and talking about life. So I've been into jump rope lately, I've been into jump rope lately. And as cliche as it is, I'm listening to a lot of Jump by Van Halen.
That's crazy. Who would have thought? Jump, and I'm also listening to some old school shit. I've been listening to Promiscuous by Nelly Furtado. Nice.
Furtado. And
so that's
one of the producers is Timbaland. One of the producers that defined a generation, 2000, 2010, Timbaland. Dude, you don't understand. No, fuck DJ Khaled. You don't understand like his significance, dude. Like he did the Nelly Furtado hits. He did Justin Timberlake shit. Like he did like Katy Perry. He did like all those evil. Like generationally defining
Generational
like sound. Because if you listen to his like beat making, it's always like punchy. It's like punchy beats. Boom, 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 boom. It's like crazy. Yeah, it's Timbaland.
Is
the
he
shoes
relevant anymore? I don't know.
No, he's not relevant anymore. He's gone. He's an old man now.
Okay, I have 2 of my songs. I just look for some.
Okay.
Sorry. I sent this to you, like when I heard it, because I was really excited about it. Which was Lucky Daye's "Mercy, Mercy Me." Lucky Daye's cover of Marvin Gaye was.
Hell yeah.
It was you heard it, right? It was good.
Yeah. It's good. Mercy, mercy me.
I just like the alternate like notes that he sings. You know, it was the same thing, obviously. Like, and I think he did it well, where he was like he paid respect to it.
Right.
He paid like
no, I agree. Tribute. It's really good. It's like, a really good like really rendition.
Yeah, I know. It was crazy. Like, that was really good. And another song that I have been listening to is a Patricia Rushen song, "Settle for My Love."
Sick.
Yeah. Sick. You'd like it too. I'll send it to you after.
Okay. Sick. Okay. Well, anyhow, catch us on Discord. Join a Discord thing. You can get the link from our Instagrams or Facebook. Go follow us on Instagram, I guess. Subscribe and like this video. And we're also on Spotify and all that bullshit. All the places that you get podcasts, guys. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, all the podcasts. We're all on them. And all right, guys. Thank you, Findi, for talking to me. Thank you. Very fun today. All right.
I think I just picked my nose on camera. Did you see that? No. Just picking my nose when you were just
doesn't give a shit anymore.
Concluding the podcast. That's kind of
all right, guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye.